Welcome to the Mindset Chick podcast. If you are looking to stop settling and want to gain the clarity and confidence to manifest the life and biz of your dreams, then this show is for you. I'm your host, Christy Deer, sharing with you simple yet powerful and effective mindset tips that will allow you to attract more abundance, prosperity, and success into your life. So get ready, get excited, and let's go manifest some amazing things together. Welcome back to the Mindset Chick podcast. So happy to have you here today. So today we're going to be following up on Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian technique to release negative energy around a past situation. Maybe something that you felt like, you failed at. Maybe something negative that somebody said to you and you held on to and made it your story and made it your truth. Maybe it's something that you said to yourself that you made your truth, that energetically is weighing you down and not allowing you to have the joy, experience the life that you desire because you've got this stuff weighing you down. So Ho'oponopono is a technique to free up space so that you can manifest what you desire. Whenever we're wanting to manifest something new, but we're holding on to attachments from the past that don't serve us, we're holding on to energy that is, keeping us in a lower vibration and lower frequency, it's going to be really hard to have a new perspective, right? Or to manifest something new. And what I like to think about is, if you were going to get new furniture for your living room. Okay. So you have a whole furniture set in your living room, but you want to get a new set. Well, most likely when you do get the new set, you're going to move the old set out to make room for the new set of furniture, right? You wouldn't just keep the old set of furniture in the living room with the new set that you're bringing in because that would be super cluttered. And you wouldn't be able to appreciate the new furniture and the new look and the new design. So it's the same with our minds, with our energy, with our, emotions. We need to clear out what's not serving us, clear out the old to make way for the new. And I love Ho'oponopono because it really does allow you to pour love over the situation and, forgive yourself or forgive anybody that was involved and just say, like I mentioned in my last podcast, say, you know what? You can't control my emotions anymore. I'm in control. I'm choosing to let this go. I'm choosing to free up space to live more in my truth and shine my light bright. And I'm choosing not to allow anyone or anything to hold me back. I'm creating this space to allow all of the blessings, the abundance, the joy, the happiness, the prosperity, the income, the friendships to flow to me. I'm choosing to let you go. And it's extremely empowering. And today I'm going to share with you two really, really cool stories about people who have done the Ho'oponopono and what it's created for them in their life. It's very powerful. So I don't know if you guys have seen on my Instagram stories or when you follow me on Facebook, I share a lot of posts about going to hot body yoga with my hubby. I love to work out and I love being active. It's good for the soul. It's good for the body. So I talk a lot about hot body yoga. I love it. Now, at first, I didn't so much love it because it's so sweaty in there. Oh, but you do yoga in 92-degree infrared heat. It's so good for your body. And I also take a boot camp class. I do burn boot camp. I love it too. And so I feel like hot body yoga, I love to mix it up. I love to bike ride. I love to swim, run, I just love it all. But I love the hot body yoga because it mixes things up. And I just feel like it's this whole body massage. Like my whole body is just getting worked out. And then even though I really had to do some mindset work over getting over the sweatiness of everything, what's really funny? I really had to change my mindset because when I went in, I was like, oh my gosh, sweat. I can't handle it. Everybody's so sweaty. I'm getting sweaty, blah. But I was like, okay, Christy, this is a mindset thing. If you're associating, sweat with gross and stinky and all this, it's going to be difficult for you to relax and enjoy the flow and enjoy the practice and enjoy what this yoga is doing for your body. So I really had to release that story, release that association, and turn it around to, the sweat is just clearing out toxins. It's purifying my body. The heat is so good for me, and it's just detoxing. And so I've gotten better, but I really, really love going to yoga. And so the other day, my hubby and I were in class, and one of our favorite instructors, Deborah, she is amazing. And we were laying there at the beginning of class, and actually it was right after I recorded the Ho'oponopono. We were laying there in class, and she was talking about, which was so interesting because I was like, I was just talking about this on my podcast, but she was talking about, what can you purge today? What can you let go in your practice that isn't serving you anymore? And it's so interesting because, she was talking about things in our body, like tension. Maybe, somebody's come in with a tight, stiff neck, or, tightness in their legs, or maybe stress from the week, or their mind is on, their thoughts are racing about all the to-do lists and what can they do and what they need to do, right? To-do list, right? The never-ending to-do list. And so she was just asking us to get quiet and still. I love the beginning of yoga and the end of yoga is just being quiet and still and connecting with your body. And, she was just like, you're here now. All you have is now. And put one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly, and we just breathe into that space. And we know that all we have is now. And she was asking us, think about what it is that you can purge today, what it is that you can let go and release. And she was saying that, when you're holding on to cluttered energy, it doesn't allow things to just flow into your life, but purging and letting go of things makes way for a new perspective, a new way of seeing things, a new way of being, doing, even taking action, right? And so I loved that. It was just all about making space for new manifestations, new perspective, new energy. So she had us just be still and think about, what could we purge? What do we no longer need in our lives? What could we release right now in this time and space to free up space to create and to manifest, and to free up space and, to feel lighter, to feel more joyful. And so that we could move, very fluidity, like just moving, like dancing with this beautiful yoga practice. Something else that I think about a lot is that everything in our reality right now is a manifestation of our past thoughts, behaviors, and action steps. Like whatever is going on right now today is from previous ways of thinking, being, doing, all that stuff. So when we have our mindset on like creating a new goal, a new manifestation, we're doing all the work with the Magic 5 morning mindset. We're doing the work on the vision board and the reminders on our phone and clearing out the energy that doesn't serve us to make way for new manifestations. We are on our way to see those things come to fruition in the future, right? We'll talk about this later in our series and manifestation and everything when I get more into this, but the faster that you receive, and what's so interesting, whatever you desire to manifest in your life comes to you just as fast as you allow it in. So it's going to come to you based on where your point of attraction is, where your energy is lining up. Like if your energy is matching that, right? So if you desire to manifest more money or a different job or that great relationship, or even maybe becoming more fit and healthy, that manifestation is going to come just as fast as you allow it in, which means wherever your vibration is synced up at. So if you're vibrating at that same energy frequency, it's going to come really fast. But if you are, vibrating at a different frequency, then, it's going to come to you later. It's going to come to you when you sync up to that vibration, that vibrational frequency. So basically, how fast you receive what you're asking for, how fast you manifest, depends on how in alignment you are with what you're desiring to manifest. So let's take this, for instance. This is really cool. So when I was really wanting to change my money story and just become more successful in my business and have the freedom, the income, and the clients and the customers and the teammates and all that stuff, I said, you know what, universe, I'm going to ask for a sign. I'm going to ask for a sign. I'm going to ask for a sign. Are you listening? Are you there? This is what I want. This is what I'm desiring to create. I've put it out there. I've asked. And I also knew okay, I got to stop asking, because when I'm always in the asking, I need this, ask, I'm telling the universe I don't have it. So, like I mentioned before, we ask, and then it's our job to clear space and clear out the energy that's not serving us, clear out the thoughts, clear out the beliefs, and hold the faith and belief that it's coming to us, and really feel it and believe it. And that's how it's going to come to us, right? Because if we're always I need this, I want this, it's not here, where is it? You're basically telling the universe, I don't have it. And because of law of attraction, whatever you put out, you get back. You're just getting more situations back into your life that prove to you that you don't have it. I was all right, I've been asking enough, right? I'm checking in with myself. Kristen here, the Mindset Chick. All right, come on. And I said, universe, give me a sign. I want to see a sign. And I picked the redbird, which is the cardinal, but I always like to say redbird. It's fine. So I have pictures of redbirds all over my house. I have one on my vision board. I have a big, beautiful redbird sculpture that my mom gave me that I have in my living room. So my living room is blues and gold and silver and white. And then I've got this big redbird. It doesn't really match the colors, but I love it because it's the center of the living room. And every time I walk past it, it's just reminds me of when I was feeling hey, is this really working? Can I really manifest these goals? I asked for a sign from the universe to see a redbird, and I'll share with you that story. But it's that reminder of, feeling like the universe is always with me because I started seeing redbirds. Okay, so I have that in the middle of my living room. I actually love it. Cardinal is my spirit animal. And so I asked the universe, I was on a walk one day and I said, hey, are you listening? Do you hear me? If so, I want to see a redbird. And I was looking for a redbird. Then I also needed to stay in that state of hey, it's coming, right? It's coming. And tune my thoughts and my energy to receiving that redbird just fly by me. And about, I don't remember, I think it was probably about 45 minutes to an hour on my walk. No joke, I saw a redbird just fly by. And so I was just having so much fun with this. So I started doing it more and more and more. I'm going to see a redbird. I'm going to see a redbird on my drive. I'm going to see a redbird on my walk. And redbirds started coming in faster and faster and faster. And I would just say, I want to see a redbird. And I would see a cardinal just fly by. I would see two. I would see them just fly by my path. Hubby and I would see them on our drive. They would fly in front of our car. And I had my hubby put a beautiful bird feeder right outside our kitchen window, not just mine, ours, but, and I will, ask the universe every day, I want to see a redbird. I really want to see this redbird. So try it. If you have something maybe in your life, you want to see a sign, you're asking the universe, hey, let me see a sign, pick something. It doesn't have to be a redbird. It could be a butterfly. It could be a purple flower. Gabby Bernstein talks about in her book how she talks about seeing an owl. She really asked the universe for a sign, and she talked about seeing an owl. And so just have fun with it. But I have noticed that, the more I believe that, yes, I can just ask the universe for a sign and say, hey, I really want to see a cardinal, that the cardinal will come to me pretty quickly. And so it's like the same concept for everything else in our life. The more we believe it, the more we have faith, the more we're in energetic alignment with what we're asking for, the faster it will come to us. And if it's not coming as fast as you want, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. You're not deserving or worthy, or, somebody else is better than you or smarter than you. You're not pretty enough. It doesn't mean any of that. All it means is there might be some inner tweaking going on, right? It's just getting an energetic alignment. Maybe there's something else that you need to release, that you need to let go of, to allow what you're desiring to create to manifest. Our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. So if our reality, isn't exactly where we want to be, okay, if there's things that we want to create, it's just some inner tweaking and it's okay. And a lot of times these situations are coming up in our life to show us what we need to let go of, to move us in that right direction. The contrast, the struggle, if we didn't have that in our lives, how would we know what we do want? Like I mentioned on the first few episodes of the podcast, right? So it's just to move us into that direction, to recognize maybe what we need to clear, what we need to let go of, what's thoughts or stories, judgments or grudges or animosity or angst we're having towards ourselves or others. What do we need to let go of to make that space to create and manifest? So I have a really cool story from one of my really good friends. Her name is Lark Allen. She is such a beautiful soul. And if you don't know her, I would encourage you can go follow her on Facebook, Lark Allen. And we love to call her a magical unicorn. And she's known as the happiness mentor. And she really does. She makes people so happy. So I got to know her actually through another one of our best friends. And we did some coaching together. And now I have just the blessing, I should say. I'm so blessed that we are now on the same team and we work together to support people to live their best life. And we have our relationship has grown so much even closer. And we have so much fun together, just helping people and supporting people to live their best life together. But she has a really cool story from Ho'oponopono, doing this release technique that I shared with her in coaching. And I asked her the other day, I was like, okay, what did Ho'oponopono really do for you? What could you share with our audience? Like, why is it so important for people to do this practice and release? And she said, Ho'oponopono allowed me to release and forgive a lot of trauma in my life, a lot of trauma that I was holding on to. And I was asking myself, why did this happen to me? 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 I didn't realize I was holding on to, why did this happen to me? That I was still holding on to that story and the frustration and the anger that I felt towards these people in my life. And Ho'oponopono sets us free. It allows us to move forward and experience ourselves fully and free ourselves of sadness. And I just thought that's just so beautiful. I mean, it really takes a lot. It really takes a lot to, when you go through something like that, to really say, you know what, I'm going to let go. I'm going to choose to not allow this to control me anymore and look back and ask the question, why did this happen? But I'm going to release this and I'm going to free up space to live my best life and, maybe turn this around and help other people and support other people who may have gone through the same thing. But she just said that Ho'oponopono is really a gift to ourselves and others. It's just a gift of freedom from the event, the freedom from all the feelings that aren't serving us. And she said that after, she did the Ho'oponopono, not once, but, a few times around, some of the trauma and some situations, it just really allowed her not only to feel lighter, but more joyful, but to create even more success in her business and allowed her to, manifest in her life people that were looking to also have the support to let go of things and so that they could live their best life and manifest. And so she's really wonderful and gorgeous. And like I said, if you don't know her, go follow her on Facebook. And she's the happiness mentor. And she really does make everyone around her feel incredibly happy. I saw this quote and I really love it. It doesn't have an author underneath it, but it says, forgiveness doesn't excuse their behavior. Forgiveness prevents their behavior from destroying your heart, which is really powerful. I also had another lady named Anne who wrote in. Hey, Anne, if you're listening. And she wrote in and just shared with me her experience from Ho'oponopono, and I wanted to share on here. She let me know that Ho'oponopono, when she first heard about it, it was very interesting, and she had a little resistance to starting the practice just because it was talking about forgiving and clearing and doing some of those things that, can be a trigger and can bring up a lot of emotions. But she expressed to me that she decided to give it a shot because she had been feeling, like she had something weighing on her shoulders. She was having a little bit of neck pain and upper back pain. And she decided to do the Ho'oponopono and spend, a weekend day just sitting and clearing and forgiving and releasing and bringing that person to the stage and visualize like just cutting the cord emotionally and, seeing them fade away and just, dissolving that. And she let me know that after that day, her neck pain started to feel so much better. Her shoulders, her upper back started to feel better. She just felt lighter. And then the next morning, she woke up to a new client. And somebody had reached out to her and said, hey, I'm interested in working with you. And those are the kind of stories that I love to hear because it's so interesting. It's like, we're setting our intention to manifest so many times. We're asking over and over and over. What the universe hears, we don't have it, but we are trying to manifest different energy and new manifestations with old energy, with old, stories that aren't serving us, that we haven't let go yet. We haven't let go of the attachment to it yet. And so it's not able to flow to us. And so it's really incredible hearing these stories, and Anne is one of the stories that I've heard over the years about people who have done the Ho'oponopono and like Lark, just feeling freer, lighter, able to manifest more things in her business and more people to support who have gone through the same thing and, more income. But then Anne just seeing that so dramatically. Actually, that's very fast spending a day and clearing and doing the Ho'oponopono and then having somebody reach out to you the next day and say, hey, I'm ready to work with you. Because everything that we attract into our life is based on our energy and our point of attraction. So whatever we're wanting to manifest, we have to energetically align to that. So we freed up the space, starting to clear and free up that energy that's not serving us so that we can be open to manifest what we want and shifting our energy to match that vibration. So it's pretty powerful. And thank you so much for joining me today. And next episode, we're going to be talking about emotional freedom technique, what I like to call tapping. This is super cool. One of my favorites. And when I first heard about it, I thought, what in the world is this? But I'm going to share my story with you. I'm going to share with you why it works. I'm going to start sharing with you how cool this technique is and how it can shift your energy even more to align you to your desired manifestations. And I'll share my story with you. So thanks for joining me. And remember, friends, to dream big, follow your heart, and never give up on you because you're worth it. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindset Chick podcast. I hope this show has you waking up every morning excited about the new manifestations you have created in your life. And if you would honor me with a 5-star review over in iTunes, I will happily enter your name in my Mindset Chick swag giveaway. Make sure you add your name to the review and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Be sure to visit me at mindsetchick.com for past episodes and more gifts that will help you to manifest your dreams into reality.